Sama-sama tayong humanga, matuwa,
Walang angry. Walang magalit.
at maglakbay sa ganda ng Caraga. Dahil kung ang hanap ninyo ay adventure and fun, masayang usapan at kwentuhan,
Sino namang hindi?
na sa Caraga. Tuwing Sabado, alas 3:30 ng hapon, dito sa INCRadio.
Sa bawat tourist spot, may kwento. Sa bawat kwento, may inspirasyon. Dito sa INCRadio Mimaropa Adventures, dadalhin ka namin sa mga lugar na puno ng ganda at pananampalataya. From faith-filled convert stories to exciting district activities and travel spots na siguradong mapapawaw ka. Join us every Thursday, 8 to 8:30 p.m. tuklasin ang kagandahan ng Mimaropa at ang buhay ng mga kapatid nating matatag sa pananampalataya. Kasamang inyong paboritong team sa INCRadio Mimaropa Adventures.
Hello mga ka-base friend! Excited na po ba kayo? Kami excited na kami! Dahil 2 days na lang, Business Beat Season 5 na, abangan po namin kayo only here at INCRadio Calabarzon Satellite Studio. See you po mga ka-base friend!
Overseas Filipino worker ka ba?
Or may plano ka maging isang OFW?
Baguhan o matagal ng OFW?
Pamilya ng OFW? Para sa iyo ang programang ito. Ito ang
People Inspire People! Every Sunday from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Philippine Standard Time!
From rising every morning to face the unknown. Embarking on a path where the outcome is uncertain. Or starting over when you've hit rock bottom. There are many factors that can hinder us every day. But what keeps us going? What gives us courage? The presence of our friends and loved ones? Doing good work reminds us of the vitality of life. Living our purpose and fulfilling our duties inside the Church of Christ.
Minsan kapag tumingin tayo pabalik, parang hindi ka panipaniwala ang lahat ng pinagdaanan natin. Sa mga sandaling akala natin, bibigay na tayo. Mga panahong hindi pa natin may kwento, sa mga pagkakataon na pinili nating sarilinin dahil sa sobrang bigat hindi natin mabanggit. At kahit ilang beses tayong natumba, nandito pa rin tayo. Hindi dahil naging mabait ang mundo, hindi dahil gumaan ang buhay, nandito tayo dahil hindi tayo binitawan ng Diyos. Habang marami ang gumuho ang mundo, tayo man unti-unting natutong humawak ng mas mahigpit sa Kanya. At sa paghawak na yon, may kapayapaang hindi kayang ibigay ng kahit sino. Nakita natin kung gaano kabilis magbago ang buhay. May mga pangarap na nawala, relasyon na nasubo, plano na hindi natuloy. May mga araw na wala tayong sagot. Araw na nagtatanong tayo sa sarili natin. Araw na lumuha tayo ng tahimik. Pero kahit sa katahimikan, narinig niya tayo. Nang lumamig ang mundo, piniramdam niya ang init ng pagmamahal. Nang mahirap manatiling matatag, pinalakas niya tayo sa pamamagitan ng mga lingkod niyang hindi nagsasawang umalalay manalangin at magturo sa atin. Kaya sa kabila ng lahat, puno ang puso natin ng pasasalamat. Hindi dahil perpekto ang naging buhay, kundi dahil kasama natin ang Diyos sa bawat hakbang. Marami mang nawala, hindi natin nawala ang pinakamahalaga. Ang pag-asa, ang layunin, ang lugar natin sa Kanya. Ngayon, muling nagtitipon tayo. Hindi tayo lumalapit ng walang dala. Dala natin ang pusong napagod pero hindi bumitaw. Pusong nasaktan pero matatag na. Kasi ngayon, umabot tayo rito dahil kasama siya. At sa harap niya, isa lang ang pangako natin. Magpapatuloy tayo, mananatiling tapat, kasama sa pamamahala ng buong puso. Bubuhayin ang bawat araw para sa kanyang kaluwalhatian. Pero bago tayo humakbang papunta sa panibagong taon, mahina man ang boses, buong puso pa rin nating dinadalangin. Panginoon, manatili ka po sa amin. Kapag nangihina kami, akayin mo po. Kapag naliligaw, ibalik mo po. Kapag mabigat ang lungkot, yakapin mo po. Tilihin mo po ang puso naming dalisay, ang pananampalatayang buo at ang pag-asang matibay. Ang pangako po namin, lagi at laging magpapasalamat anuman ang dumating.
Your Spotify playlist just got more exciting and inspiring because the INC Original Music is now on Spotify. Search up INC Original Music and discover songs about our faith and love, songs for our family and friends, songs full of hope, songs that keep us going. Add them all up to your favorite Spotify playlist. You can explore uplifting INC Original Music in a variety of styles and genres. Share your INC Original Music playlist to your friends. It's now even easier to share our faith and much easier to uplift ourselves and others through Christian music. INC Original Music, now available on Spotify.
Ito ang INC Radio, DZEM 954, ang tinig ng katotohanan. Himpilan ng Iglesia ni Cristo, sumasahimpapawid mula sa Quezon City.
Buenas and day. Welcome to INCRadio Micronesia. I'm your host for tonight, Sister Marisol Soria, joining you from the local congregation of Afro Heights here on the beautiful island of Guam. First, we'd like to greet everyone. Happy New Year and welcome to 2026. Tonight is our first show of the year and we are so excited to be here today. What better way to start off the year than to talk about what we want to spend this year working on, right? So today we're going to be talking about building good habits. Something that we can always dedicate a little bit of bandwidth to in our life. And I am not going to be alone talking about this. We have a lovely guest joining us from the island of Saipan today. Sister, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello po everyone. I'm Sister Harriet Lindsay Montemayor from the local congregation of Cobblerville, District of Micronesia. Yes po. Happy New Year po.
Thank you for taking the time to join us today. We're so excited to have you on air with us. Did you have a good New Year, sis? Are you excited?
Yes po.
Awesome. Okay. So one thing that everyone likes to talk about around this time of year is what we want to change, what we want to improve, especially, right? So we are going to talk about what habits we want to build this year. Is there one that you have in mind that you want to focus on this year, Sister Hart?
Yes po. Maybe reading books po this year.
Oh, nice. I think that's a really good habit. One that we definitely need more in our lives. I think everyone could read a little bit more. What made you choose that one?
I think maybe to learn new things, like to achieve more goals po this year. Yes.
I see. But I mean, someone might argue like, oh, well, you could watch videos or, you can listen to podcasts and learn about those things. Is there a reason why you want to choose like reading in particular?
I think for me po, because reading is more, like, you can feel it more po. Because when you read, it's just you po, like that. I love more reading po than watching videos. Kasi.
Okay. Yeah, that's so true. I feel like reading is one of the original forms of communication. I mean, aside from talking, right? Before we had social media, before we had film, before we had radio even, right? It was reading, writing it down and passing out those things that were written were one of the biggest ways to spread new information. So you bring up a really good point, and going back to the roots of that, I think is a great idea. If you were going to convince someone, why reading would be a good investment of their time versus the convenience of watching videos or something, well, how would you describe like how you feel when you're reading?
Because when you read po, like, it's just you and you. For example po, you're somewhere that it's very loud place or very quiet. You can read alone without disturbing anyone. And yeah, that's all.
Okay, so it's something that you find like very peaceful.
Yes, po.
That's really cool. I definitely agree. I think, when we want to build new habits, when we're so busy working on different responsibilities we have in life, it's nice if we're able to build habits that bring us peace too, right?
Yes.
So for me, I think what I'm hoping to have that I can build this year is getting back into running. I used to run a lot back when I was younger, and I think with all of the different things that have changed in my life, I kind of let that habit go, and I want to bring it back. And I think back to what the point that you bring up is, you have that sense of peace when you read by yourself. I remember having that sense of peace back when I used to just go run for miles at a time. And I don't feel that peace anymore when I'm running. I am struggling now.
Listen to music spot while running.
Yes, I do. I have my old running playlist, and I'm hoping I can make that some of my most listened to tracks again this year. But I guess we're kind of delving into the next part that I want to talk about too with your question. What a habit doesn't just pop out of midair and then all of a sudden it's a good habit that you have ingrained in you, right? It takes steps to establish it in your life, especially the habit of reading, the habit of running. These take skills that you're going to build, whether it's concentration or like physical endurance. What kind of steps have you been taking, or what steps do you plan to take to help build your habit of reading?
Because this year po, I started getting like books from my work. Since last year po, but I started this year reading. Just today po pala. And I'm trying to maybe set a goal po to read at least 20 to 30 minutes a day. Yes. And
That sounds like a really good plan, right? I feel like aren't there studies these days that show that humans have the same attention as a goldfish? So I feel like if you're able to set aside the smaller segments of time and then build it up to where you can focus on reading and not get distracted by other things, that's a really good plan.
And
And
sometimes, like, you didn't see the time na. Like, you just read and read.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you have like a certain place that you want to start your habit in? Like, oh, I'm gonna read and I'm gonna go to my room and read, or I'm gonna go. You're in Saipan, so you have a lot of peaceful places outside that I'm sure you guys can read there.
Just during weekdays po, I only can read during my lunch break since I'm working po. Yeah. So maybe sometimes when I'm eating po, I'm reading.
Oh, that's so cool. It's like a scene from a K-drama. Oh, there she is. She's reading her book. That's so cool. I think for me, I want to build my playlist again for my music. Make sure that for when I'm running, the tempos are set in a pace that help me keep going and not mess up, so that I don't burn out too quickly. And I think I need to start planning my path for the week ahead of time, so that when I get off work and I want to go running, I'm not stuck in traffic trying to get to where it's safe to run before sundown. So I think between planning ahead for it and then being more attentive with the tools that I use for running, whether it's what I'm wearing, like shoes, or the music that I use to help set my paces, I think those are the steps that I'm taking. And then I hope that I can do a better job of staying hydrated so that I can last a little longer. So let's hope for the best with both of our plans, Sister Hart. We can do this. So in trying to build a new habit, when trying to build a new habit, I'm sure there will be things that get in the way of our plans. I think you and I are doing great when it comes to the steps that we've picked, and we have good strategies on how to keep going. But what kind of obstacles have you thought about might get in your way in building this habit this year?
Should they pa not yet, since I just started, but
it's a little early, but at least we're thinking of it, right?
But maybe it might be sometimes like weekends, because that's the only day off. You'll be lazy. I'm gonna get lazy pa. Or since this year pa, to my work, we're preparing for like observation since I'm working at daycare po. Yeah, so maybe the lunch might get my lunch break. I might like just eat po and then just prepare again the rooms and stuffs like that po. Since it might be tricky with my work schedule then po. Yeah.
I definitely feel you on that. I think I'm gonna have the same answer for my potential obstacles too, because I feel like there's a lot of schedule changes throughout the week, and sometimes that time in the afternoon gets taken away by other priorities, whether it's because I have to go straight to another obligation right after work, and I don't have enough time to run before the sun goes down, and I don't really like running at night unless I have someone to run with. So maybe my solution will be to find a running group. So if anyone listening, if any of our listeners want a running buddy, let us know if that's their habit for this year too. But I guess maybe for the reading obstacle and also for running, we just have to think about multiple windows, like our backup time to run or our backup time to read. Yeah. But it's good. It's only day 2 and we're already making plan A's and plan B's. Good job. So our last thing, we've talked about the what and we talked about the how. Before we move on to the next portions of our show, we want to talk about the why, right? You know, it's good that we have these habits that we want to build, but what's more important is why. So what is your motivation behind choosing to build a habit to read this year?
Maybe to learn new things po, explore other courses, since most of the books that I'm reading right now is people who's achieving their goals and the courses they want, the work or job they want to be, and yeah. And I think reading is a great way po to relax and unwind after a long day. Yes.
That's a great motivation. I'm so excited for you to start that course. What course are you aiming for?
Accounting po.
Oh, exciting. That's really cool. I hope that this habit helps you a lot in that goal.
Thank you.
Of course. I think for me, my motivation behind it is so that I can be healthier in general. I know that that seems like a very catch-all answer, but I do hope that I can be healthier so that I'm better equipped to enter the next chapter of life. Hopefully, in the next year or so, we'll be able to one day start a family of our own. And I just know that that's going to take a big toll. From what I've heard, because other friends and family are entering that chapter too, they warned me that it's best to be as healthy as possible. So I decided to build habits to help support that goal to be healthier. So building knowledge and building health. We can do this, Sister Hart. Yes. Okay. So before we go to our YouTube comments, we want to give you a special chance to give any shout outs if you have anyone that you want to greet here on air.
Okay. Shout out to our district minister, Brother Joven Jr., and our second district minister, Brother Julius Malabanan, and our minister Brian here in the local of Cobblerville, Brother Roger Villegas, and shout out if my family is watching in the Philippines, and my mom there, and my brother and my dad. Okay, thank you po.
Of course. Thank you for taking the time to share with us your goal for this year to build the habit of reading. We wish you the best, and we're so glad that you have so many people to support you in your habit building. Can't wait to hear more about it throughout the year. So with that, we want to hear from the rest of our listeners there in the group chat. If we can play our segment for the comments.
Hey Team Live Chat! Thank you for supporting us. We love hearing about your experiences here on INC Radio. Let us also know where you are joining us from.
Are you familiar with our hashtag challenge? If not, you can also participate by mentioning your local congregation as well as which Christian family organization you belong to.
Near the end of our broadcast, we will announce the hashtag challenge winners, so please continue engaging with us in the comments below. We hope you have a nice day and enjoy our show.
Okay, we want to greet everyone that has joined us there in the YouTube comments. Happy New Year. Thank you for tuning in tonight. So let's hear from our comments there in the group chat. First and foremost, our district minister here in Micronesia, Brother Joven Cecilia Jr. He says good evening to all the ministers and ministerial workers and all of their family. He wants to also greet all of the officers and brethren here in the district of Micronesia. He's also welcoming our new district CFO overseer, Brother Chris Valdez. We welcome also his wife and children, Sister Camille, Sister Naomi, and Brother CJ. Welcome, Paul, to the Valdez family. I know they've come a long way to move here to Micronesia. We're so excited to have you guys here joining us in the district of Micronesia. We also have Sister Jaden Pasha says good evening to everyone. Sister Erin Villegas says good evening and Happy New Year, folks. We have, let's see, Olivia Montemayor. She says good evening, po Micronesia. Happy New Year to all. We also have Rose saying Happy New Year and good evening. Mark says Happy New Year po sa lahat ng kapatid. Greetings mula sa lokal ng Bacoor, Cavite. Thank you for joining us from the Philippines. One of our workers here in the District of Micronesia, Brother Edward de la Cruz, says good evening from the locale of Chigo. We have our district media advisor, Brother Roger Villegas Jr. He says good evening po to everyone and greets our district minister and our assistant district minister as well. User Renzo Adventures says Happy New Year to all. We also have, let's see, we'll read a few more here. Brother Matt Pasha says that his habit that he wants to achieve this year is to hang out more with close friends in order to keep my mind peaceful and more relaxed more often. I agree, Brother Matt. I think that's a great way to relax. Spending time with good company. Sister Jaden Pasha says a new habit that I want to achieve this year is the habit to stay focused and start on any task that I have to do right away, like my schoolwork. I should try to get it done as soon as possible and not lose focus. That is a great habit to build, sister. I agree. Let's see if anyone else. We have user Leo Mayuga. He says, Happy viewing po mga kapatid mulang sa lokal ng Nagba, district ng Capi. So thank you for joining us all the way from there. And last but not least, we have user Paul Montemayor. Happy viewing and Happy New Year po from Montemayor family, lokal ng Bulangao, district of Rosales, Pangasinan. So thank you so much to all of our viewers that took the time to reach out in the group chat. We always love hearing from everyone, and we love seeing that all of our users are even having conversations and greetings between each other. So what a way to start off the year connecting through INC Radio. And with that, we want to say we want to move on to our segment, CFO in Action.
CFO in Action.
So we are always staying busy in the works of the Lord, both in 2025 and keeping it on in 2026 here in the District of Micronesia. So this week, we have on Monday our district officers meeting at 8 p.m. It's our first one of the year. Lots of things to talk about there, all of the upcoming activities. And then also in the month of January, we have our monthly meetups for each of the CFO organizations. And that will be different for each locale, so please make sure to reach out to your local leadership to find out when your monthly CFO meetup will be in this month of January. And we want to make sure that we invite everyone to our next show next week, as always, at 9:30 p.m. Friday, tomorrow Standard Time. We can't wait to see everyone again next week. So before we go, we can't wait, or we cannot wait, but also we cannot forget to thank everyone who helps make our show happen each and every week. First and foremost, we want to thank our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, as well as our dear Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Arano Manalo. Here on the home front, here in the District of Micronesia, we need to thank also our District Minister, Brother Joven Zapilio Jr., as well as our Assistant District Minister, Brother Julius Malabanan. Thank you for all of the support that you give us, Paul. Also to our CFO Overseer, our brand new CFO Overseer, Brother Christopher Valdez. Welcome, Paul, to you and your family. We're so excited to have you here in Micronesia. And we also want to thank our District Media Advisor, Brother Roger Villegas Jr. Thank you to all of the crew members, both here in Guam as well as Saipan. And thank you to our station manager, Brother Wally Taray, and our executive producer, Brother Emmanuel Andaya. And that brings us to the top of the hour. Time surely flies when we're having fun. So that brings us to the end of our show. Good night, Micronesia. Have a nice day. See you next week.